Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, June 14th. It's 2:59 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 23 degrees Celsius. And I'm here in Port Credit. Sorry if the camera is a bit shaky. I'm hand holding it rather than using a gimbal. I'm also fiddling with my other phone. Let me get that back to a normal focal point. And we are here once again in beautiful Port Credit. Marg H, Michael Nguyen, Action BJ, Sunjib. Here in Port Credit. The camera's a bit shaky. I'm hand holding it rather than using a gimbal. Turn the volume down on my other phone. Vivian Johnson's here, Susan's here, hello. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just gonna get going in a minute or so here. But way off in the distance is the downtown core, and that's where I'm heading. That's about 26 kilometers from here. There it is. And Midtown is up towards that way in the center of the shot. Hello, Alex Brown, Jeanette English, Lady Liar, Michelle Briggs. Seems to be a rather popular spot. And Snug Harbor is just to the south of here. But for this one, I'm going to be taking Lakeshore Road and Lakeshore Boulevard. I took the e-scooter along the waterfront trail last time I came here. So we're going to be riding with the traffic in the mayhem this time. Tech Needs Tea is here. Dave Elliott is here. Although we might come check the waterfront out on a few different spots along the way. Probably once I get to around the Humber River. We'll be riding mostly along the waterfront because there is a waterfront trail that runs directly parallel to Lakeshore there. It doesn't make too much sense to just stay on the road when I could be on the trail. And there's the beast we're going to be taking. I just took the GO train here from Union Station. I think it cost around $6. The first one was $3.70 plus, I don't know. I actually don't know exactly how much it cost, but it took me about 30 minutes to ride to Union from home, and then another 30 minutes or so to get from Union to here. So I'm just gonna get my phone going here, my other phone. We'll get moving in a second. And we are at 74,971 subscribers. So we are 29 subscribers away from 75,000. It's the last kind of sort of milestone before we hit 100,000, which I'm sure will probably not be happening this year, but thanks for your support, everyone. Let me get this up here. So according to Google Maps, it is an hour and 19 minutes and 26 kilometers away. All right, I'm gonna chest mount the phone here. I was going to do a walking stream today, and I thought I was actually feeling a bit more adventurous in terms of doing something a bit crazier, so that's why we're here. I'm gonna fire this up. Get my phone mounted to my handlebars. Susan says, can we see Johnny? Is that really important? Is that the highlight for you, Susan? Did that just make your day? There I am. Helmet on to protect. And we might need it riding around with some of these suburban drivers. Okay, so got the chest mounted here. We'll catch back up with the lake once we get into Toronto properly. Just make sure I got my wallet and my keys. It's really the only thing I truly care about. I do have a cold beverage. It's kind of hot. I did cover myself in sunscreen today. Quite proud of myself. It's the first time this year I have worn sunscreen that I can recall. Venus says you're not actually going to take Lakeshore Road. Yes, I am. That is the plan. I'm going to take Lakeshore Road and then it's going to become Lakeshore Boulevard. It'd help if I turned the e-bike on. And I think my camera's a little bit too far off to the side. Hopefully that fixed it. And it doesn't look like the bike trail continues in that direction. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to start my Strava app so I can track this ride. Techniques T says, why can't it all just be Lakeshore Road? Well, it turns into Lakeshore Boulevard when you get to Toronto. And because there's a path right next to Lakeshore, it seems kind of silly to actually ride on the road with all the cars when there's a dedicated cycle path right next to it. Well, multi-use trail, but good enough. Okay. Do I have Strava started? I do. And I even set it to e-bike, so it doesn't fool anyone following me on Strava, thinking I did this ride on the single speed. Do not feed or touch the animals. Got it. And just a heads up, I can't always read the chats while I'm moving, especially not through this Mississauga part. I don't know how used these drivers are to seeing people on bikes sharing the road with them. But I did almost get hooked by an idiot driving a Mini Cooper with Oakville stickers on the license plate. So we're gonna go down to Lakeshore here. We're gonna say goodbye to this beautiful view of the lake. I will definitely come back in the summer, maybe on like a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and do some rides along the waterfront. On some nice hot summer afternoon days. We'll do a long stream, either coming to Mississauga or going back. I also need to get out and go the other way into Scarborough towards Rouge Hill. The camera looks like my handlebars look like they're leaning, but the horizon level of the camera looks like it's flat. That's kind of weird. Let me take a closer look at that. I don't know why that is. We'll just call it an optical illusion, I guess. Yeah, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, clicking that button will bring me one step closer to 75K. We might even get there this stream. If we do, I'll throw a special party. Don't hold that to me, because I probably won't. And here is Lakeshore Road West, spelled all one word, Lakeshore. It's a compound word in Mississauga. When you get to Toronto, it becomes two separate words. this is the Credit River I'm about to pass off, or pass over. Well, that sun is bouncing right off my phone screen. So this is east on Lakeshore Road West. And this is State Bank Road coming up. You could turn right here and head back down into the harbor area. And this is not too far from where I grew up and went to high school. So I'm quite familiar with this stretch of Lakeshore. And they've got their own patio program set up. And we're at Elizabeth Street, so a medic's mind used to live just north of here. Margate Chestnut Harbor's clam chowder is the best ever. We are Harjot. At least when I stop, I can see the chat. If I miss anything like memberships or super chats, I apologize for that. I do go over them when I get home. And I am grateful for your support. It's just moving on a street with a lot of cars and having the sun bouncing off my screen. Can't guarantee I won't catch or I will catch everything. So just north of here is Port Credit GO Station. That's where I got off, and then I rode down to where I started the stream. What time is it? It is 3:11, so let's see how long it takes. I'm not going particularly fast. I'm only going 18 kilometers right now. And this is the foot of Her, Ontario. They're building an LRT line that's going to run north all the way up to Steeles Avenue. As I covered in my downtown Brampton video, for reasons of stupidity, it is not going up to Brampton GO through downtown Brampton. You can thank the geniuses at Brampton City Council for that. Where's Perry is here. Yeah, Eugene 8, Mississauga and Toronto are not coordinated with their street names. Mark says, beautiful day for riding. Beautiful day for riding with suburban traffic. It's actually not going to take very long to get out of Mississauga. We'll be in Toronto pretty soon. In the area formerly, or still known as Etobicoke, but it was formerly its own city of Etobicoke until, oh, huge pothole, holy shit. Good thing this thing has big tires and a suspension. An e-scooter would have gone flying on that. Be careful for cars pulling in and out with this street parking setup here, or this curbside setup. think my mom had a job around here way back when, in the 90s at some point. Beautiful day here in Central California. Did I go to Port Credit SS? No, I didn't. Cycling in car-dependent suburbia. In fairness to this area, we've got fairly frequent bus service on Lakeshore. There's going to be an LRT at Ontario, and they've got GO trains every 30 minutes into downtown. You could totally live along this stretch without being entirely car dependent. It's certainly the best part of Mississauga for doing that. And you kind of have these nice walkable neighborhoods. There's a lot of retail here. It's not all chain shops. You'll still notice a lack of pedestrians. But for good old Mississauga, this is pretty much as good as it gets. I've never noticed that Starbucks before on the right. There's a Metro. I remember when that grocery store on the right used to be an A&P. Yeah, there used to be a Harvey's hamburger coming up. I think at some point we do get a trail that runs alongside Lakeshore, so I'll be able to get off the road for a little stretch. And I think that's not until I get past Cawthra. Most of these cars are doing a pretty good job of passing nice and wide. Eugenite remembers A&P. How many miles per gallon does that bike get? I don't know. I was thinking maybe I would do it from Clarkson Road. Oh, that truck just lost his shit. And shoes. We better get that. I'm waving at the truck to see if he'll turn around and get it, but no. I guess, what do I do? I've got this tool case that was in the middle of the road. I'm just gonna put it here in these Everlast shoes. If you lost your shit in Mississauga, there it is. What more can I do? We're just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna wait for a break in traffic. I wanted to get it off the road though. It's a bit of a hazard. Look in it. It's not a... What I could have done is, seeing as the car got stuck at the next red light, is I could have tried to catch up to it. Well, that sucks for whoever that is. Oh. Sorry, I opted to take your shit off the road instead of go catch up to you. Are the shoes my size? That person must be driving. Milwaukee tools are nice. It might just be the toolbox. But yeah, that could have been easily several $100s he just deposited on the Lakeshore out in the back of his truck. That was interesting. And this here on the right used to be a Rogers Video. That used to be where, before Blockbuster moved into Clarkson, that used to be where I'd rent movies back on VHS. And Super Nintendo games, and that guy is going way too fast. Here's Cawthra Road. Imagine him going to a job and wondering where his stuff is. Yeah, given the time, he's probably going home from the job. I mean, you gotta secure your shit, but at the same time, I gotta have some empathy for a guy who lost a good amount of stuff there. And Dairy Cream is on the left. It's always a popular hangout to get some ice cream. Right here is East Avenue, and I think we're going to be able to get off the main street here for a little bit. It's not a sidewalk. The Ottawa Wanderer, here you go, Johnny. Safe travels and walks, and keep up the wonderful journeys for us all. Thank you, Lisa Palmer. I hope you're doing well in Ottawa and documenting your daily adventures there. Thank you for your $5 in support. So it turns out I can notice a super chat in this sun. I'm going to hop up onto the side of the road here. I think this is intentionally ambiguous between being a sidewalk and a bike lane. Yeah, there's a big craft beer spot. Craft beer right here. That is Stonehooker Brewing Co. Would it be irresponsible of me to pull in there and slam a beer and jump back on the bike? I'm sure I'd be fine, but I'll hold off on doing that. And this is Lakefront Promenade here. So just south of here is where I got utterly attacked by bugs on that Toronto to Mississauga e-scooter live stream I did. And I put the highlight clip of that on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. There's a guy on an e-scooter. How envious am I of that? He can ride legally in Mississauga. We're second-class citizens in Toronto for wanting to use our e-scooters. There's Oasis Convention Center on the right. I remember some high schools had their like grad ceremonies there. And if you're wondering, yes, I am pretty much just riding the throttle here. Lakeview, what is this? Lakeview Village. I don't even know what that is. Hey, here's the home of Canada's first aerodrome. In May 1915, Curtiss Aeroplanes and Motors established Canada's first aerodrome and flying school on this site. The school and the Curtiss Aircraft Factory on Strawn Avenue in Toronto were managed by John A.D. McCurdy, Canada's first aviator. So there was a really important site as far as the early war efforts were concerned, right here, I think. And there's some police training barracks just in on the right that are no longer used. And we are getting very close to the border of Mississauga and a part of Toronto called Long Branch. Ooh, dust in the eyes. So those police training barracks I mentioned earlier are just in on the right here. There's the Small Arms Inspection Building. Another remnant of the war. We'll be having the Creative Craft Beer Festival June 17th and 18th here, as well as Lakeview Farmers Market, Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is Dixie Road, just north of here. You'll find a couple of golf courses, Lakeview, where they once held the Canadian Open, and where I once flubbed my tee shot in a par 3 and then sunk the next one to the tune of about 120 yards. I'm going to wait for a break in traffic before I jump back onto the street here. Oh, there we go. And right across the street from Lakeshore is the Toronto Golf Club, which I have also played, thanks to a friend who worked there. And by that I mean I played about 8 holes. Mississauga 23E bus, burning rubber. So there's a creek just up ahead. That's the dividing line between Mississauga and Long Branch. There's Mary Curtis Park. And we are in Toronto. Goodbye, Mississauga. And coming up just on the left is the Long Branch GO station. There's 2 more GO stations on this line before Union. There's Mimico, well, Long Branch, Mimico, then Exhibition. There's a sign that says, "This was your life," YouTube on it. What's that all about? There's the streetcar turnaround on the left, but I don't think we'll be seeing any streetcars because the Queen streetcar line is in shambles right now. So they've got replacement buses. And if things weren't such a mess, you'd be able to catch a streetcar here and take it all the way to the R.C. Harris water treatment plant on Queen Street East. It's the longest streetcar line in the city, and I think the country for that matter. Although seldom does it seem to be continuously running these days. And it's quite the slog to take it from here to downtown. Eugene says, did I go to a Jays game at Exhibition Stadium? I went to several, actually. I also went to several Argonaut games, and I went to stock car racing there. I saw monster trucks at Exhibition Stadium. Truckosaurus, or one of those big stupid robots crush cars. I saw a demolition derby there. And behold, painted bike lanes. That's got to be so hard for cars that park like this to reverse out. To even know if a cyclist is coming by. That's tricky. So this is Long Branch, and then after Long Branch we'll be in New Toronto. Then after that, Mimico. There's a piece of grass that just lighted the street. This is Long Branch Avenue. Right now we're at 74,974 subscribers. 26 to go before the big 75,000. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Whitby dude says seems dangerous with angled parking. Yeah. I just don't know how, if you're driving, like this first car here on the right can see fine, but how is the car beside it supposed to see clearly if anyone's coming when it's reversing out? I guess you just kind of slowly creep out and give cyclists a chance to stop or go around you. Thank you, Lisa, for confirming that you are already subscribed. Hey, is this the end of the bike lane? Ooh. They do have these cool signs on the sidewalk that tell you not to ride your bike on them in Long Branch. Whereas Perry says, congratulations on 75K. Not quite. We're almost at that mark. Saskatchewan. It's going to have a Saskatchewan license plate. And I think that's a Ukrainian church on the left. I remember as a kid, my parents had a few businesses in this area. I would often see that church. 10% off coffee for all cyclists. There's a discriminatory offer I can get behind. CKO Kickboxing. That used to be a bowling alley. And at some point it had a pool hall. There's Russell Variety. I remember as a kid going there. And what used to be a Mother's Pizza is now a Gino's Pizza. Actually, I think Mother's Pizza was just over here on the left. That 7-Eleven's been there since the beginning of time. And I think somewhere right around here is where Long Branch ends and New Toronto begins. John says, very nice video, thank you. Mother handed it down to son Gino. And coming up on the right is a Humber College campus, a rather expansive one that used to be a psychiatric hospital. one of two well-known such establishments in Toronto. The other one being on Queen Street West, where what is now Cam H is located. And the other one just up here on the right. And it's also where they filmed the original Police Academy. And there's a lot of really old, beautiful buildings on that campus. So that'll be coming up right when we get past Kipling, just up ahead here. So you could turn right here and head through the Humber College campus. And you can also go to Colonel Sam Smith Park and take in an absolutely fantastic... Hello! That guy just said, hi, Johnny. How friendly. And you can take in an absolutely stunning view of the Toronto skyline. I did not expect to get tracked down by someone in a car. It's pretty cool. And here is 13th Street. When we first entered Toronto, we were at 41st Street. And just on the left used to be a Goodyear tire plant. I remember when they knocked the smokestacks down, that made the front page of the newspaper. Mark H. $5 for whatever fun means topping up. Thank you very much for the super chat, Mark H. Also, thank you to Lisa Palmer. What needs topping up? Well, I just got new bubbly in yesterday. I'm down to one beer in the fridge, maybe that. I need milk. Seems lame to tell you I'm spending super chat money on milk, though. What the hell? I'm gonna buy milk with that. Thank you, Mark H. This is 7th Street. So shortly, in a few blocks, we're going to be able to hop up on a bike lane. And that'll take us in towards Mimico. I gotta get in front of this bus. And the gas prices are $2.12.9. And we're at First Street, so I think this signifies the end of New Toronto. And we're about to hop into the bike lane. Draft the bus. Thank you, Sunjib. Thank you to all 300 plus tuned in for this Tuesday afternoon adventure. Again, we're almost at 75K. I just looked to my right and saw the lake. We're gonna go take a quick glance at that. Because why not? This is Sand Beach Road Park. That. You've traveled. I've been moving for 40 minutes. And we're at 74,975, 25 subscribers away from 75K. In Venezuela, it's 2 cents a gallon. I don't seem to. My connection seems to be strong. Nemeco had the motel strip years ago. It did. And we'll be riding along there pretty soon. I just thought we'd take a little break and see some nature there. Sorry if the connection got a little choked up there for a second. Jeanette, for whatever your heart desires at Dollarama. Did I sell anything with alcohol at Dollarama? That's what my heart desires right now. Do they sell bitters? That's got alcohol in it. Anyways, thank you, Jeanette, for your support and for the super chat. It's much appreciated. And we continue to mosey along Lakeshore Boulevard here, heading east. It is no longer Lakeshore Road, it is now Lakeshore Boulevard. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Marg. Thanks, Lisa Palmer. And I think coming up on the right is the Polish Embassy. At some point. there it is. Can't see it very well, but as the Polish embassy, or not embassy, consulate. This stretch of bike lane along Lakeshore is really nice, and it's a rare bi-directional bike lane. And look at that, we still got 2 lanes of traffic in each direction. And here's where they want cyclists to turn right. But we're gonna stay the course. Should visit San Remo Bakery on Royal York. Liz P, that's good biking infrastructure for sure. Unfortunately, it's about to disappear. But there's a pretty nice route down along the waterfront, which I'll head over to in a minute. We're just going to slide through this part of Mimico. Speaking of, this is Mimico Avenue. And here's Superior Avenue. So from a cyclist point of view, Lakeshore turns into a bit of a superhighway up ahead. I'm going to circumvent that. This is Burlington Street. And I think this building straight ahead in the center of the shot is the tallest residential building outside of a downtown in that entire country, actually. Feel free to fact check me on that. I think I saw that stat somewhere. So I think it's taller than e-condos at Yonge and Eglinton. Hello, Crescent Art Design. Colin, what did you miss? What didn't you miss? I delivered a baby. I planted a tree. I saved an endangered species. I got thirsty and found a coconut and tapped it. It's been a very eventful stream. So what I should have done there was turned right into the park, but I think we can still make a right just up here. I don't think it's too late for that. But just up ahead used to be the old seedy motel strip. The kind of place you can get a room for the hour. It's been turned into Condo Central in recent years. Humber Bay Park. I've streamed through here on foot, and I'm sure I'll be back in the not too distant future. It's always a nice area to stream through. There's a lot of nature to take in. There's a butterfly habitat just in on the right. We have a Scatabush here. It's an Italian restaurant. What kind of bike is it? It is a fat tire e-bike. Although this particular model is no longer sold. Why would people push their baby stroller in a multi-use trail when there's a friggin' footpath right next to it? Like, how stupid can you be? So there's no one behind me. Look at that view of the city. Can you guys see that well? All right, I think it's time to keep moving. Just thought this was worth checking out. Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Johnny and everyone. Hello, Mike Landry. Thank you very much. I hope you're keeping well on the East Coast. Thank you, Mike. So I make my way back. That'll get me copyrighted or not. It's possible. He's playing a well-known copyrighted tune. There's a nice view just in here. I wonder if there's any free Muskoka chairs. Probably not. Okay, I'm just gonna stop for a second here. I think that'll give you a view of the city off in the distance. I am going to have a quick drink and then we're going to get moving. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm trying to keep my camera pointed at the city without using my hands. Lisa says I must be so tired from all that not pedaling. We're going to go with a blackberry bubbly. Is the camera still pointing too low? Hopefully you guys can see stuff. apologize, I can't see the chat. I'll take a view of that in a second. Clemson, yeah, I just peeked down. Someone's saying zoom in. How's that? Is that better? I can't see anything now. I'm just pointing the camera up in the sky. All right, we're gonna hold it by hand. The Ottawa Wanderer, $5. Love the views of the lake. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Lisa Palmer. That is your second one today. Very much appreciated, Lisa. Bevy is here. The mysterious Bevy. Congrats on the news. Everyone's saying Skystream. Hey, I fixed it since then. I fixed it. And if you're just tuning in, we are 15 kilometers into our journey. I started in Port Credit in Mississauga. There's a guy in a Sea-Doo out there. And we are 23 subscribers away from the big 75,000. There's the bike. I guess I could turn this off. I'm only going to be here for another minute or so. Humber River Bridge coming up. There it is right there, Whitby Dude. You're welcome, Harjot. Oh, let me Thanks for the translation, Clem. We are 2/3 done our buble. So coming soon to a YouTube channel near you is a ride along the Humber River. I'll pick a weekday coming up next week and I'll do that, hopefully on the real bike, not cheating with a battery powered one. All right, if we hit 75,000 subscribers, I will do a bonus stream tonight. How is that? How is that? All right, we're almost done. The buble. Survivor, I don't know where I'll start to the north. We're really zooming for that. Anything coming out? Just a little bit. Hello, Clayton Crawford. Okay, I think it's time to get my ass home. Been dilly-dallying enough. And as soon as I get home, I'm gonna have to walk Charlie. Again, if you want to see some kind of bonus stream tonight, Not that I have any idea what that will entail. Click the subscribe button and we'll see what happens. Twice in one day, isn't that greedy and selfish? I don't know. Let me just make sure I've got the compartment with my wallet zipped up. If you are just tuning in, there's a guy who dropped, or who was driving a pickup truck, and a pretty nice tool set and a pair of shoes fell out. So like, sucks to be that guy, but always check to make sure your stuff is secure is the moral of this crappy story I'm telling. Okay, let's get back up. Whoa. This bike's, it's a heavy boy. I just put my empty can in my backpack. I'm trying to pedal and I've got these tuck-in pedals and they were tucked in. That must have come when I lied the bike down. Also, it would help if I turned my bike on. I'm sitting here pulling the throttle going, why isn't it going? There we go. Ride, Forrest, ride. Onwards and upwards and so forth. Here's the Humber Bay Arch Bridge. Oh wow, the stream preview I'm watching is way behind. Let me just get this caught back up before we get really moving here. It's like 3-4 minutes behind. I'm still sitting on the hill. Come on. I think that's fixed. Maybe they're filming something down here. These are trailers, I think, for actors. They're little suites. There's like beds in there and refrigerators. And they've got what looks to be the name of actors on them. They're definitely filming something in the area. Here's Sir Casimir Gazowski Park and Playground. If you're wondering, my battery meter is still on full, and I rode down from my home in Midtown to Union Station, hopped on the GO train, and then we rode from Port Credit all the way here so far. And it still says 5 bars out of 5. There's a guy sitting down on an e-scooter. I think I just saw a little connection hiccup there. Sorry about that. We are heading east, just south of Lakeshore Boulevard. And it looks like westbound Lakeshore is just a parking lot. Look at that, just a big cluster of cars, not even moving. I think we can go a little faster through this next stretch. Certainly a lot cooler now. I'm riding into a nice breeze. There's a GO train rolling in. Hey, I just dropped a battery bar. It's about time. An e-bike is kind of like an escalator. When it stops working, the escalator just becomes stairs. The e-bike just becomes a bike. So we're getting close to Exhibition Place and Ontario Place. Went right down by the water. So we're going to stay up here along Lakeshore. Hope you're doing well, Tech. Don't worry, you haven't missed any rap battle on the Sunday night streams. Yep, this is Maryland Bell Park. And there's a disc golf course just south of here, which is on my right. There's Exhibition Place on the left. That guy is moving really good on that electric skateboard. He's got to be going close to 30. I think you're only supposed to go 20 on these trails. But he's pulling away from me pretty good. No helmets, elbow pads, wrist guards, or helmet. So he's got to be super confident. There's Ontario Place. So unfortunately, this trail to the east, sorry, I didn't mean to honk at that guy. I accidentally hit my horn. That's why I said sorry. He probably thinks I'm an asshole. Like, hey, I'm allowed to run here. Yeah, you are. I'm an idiot. I did not mean to honk at you. But unfortunately to the east, the waterfront trail is not continuous. So it's kind of annoying that it's broken up, but that's why I've been favoring the west side this year so far. Hello, Brad Palmer. Thanks for joining in on the fun. Oh, why is this guy trying to, like, just stay on the road? She almost turned right into a couple of cyclists. Anywho, thanks for tuning in, Brad. Some people out having nice rides on their e-scooters. I gotta say, that's my preferred way to go along this trail, on the e-scooter. I find it more enjoyable than being on the bike. Greetings from the Netherlands. Marie Palmer just said, "Hi, my name is Meatloaf." I'm like, no, it's not. Your name is Marie Palmer. I realize you're saying hi to someone with that name. Survivor says it's a blistering 23. There's the Inukshuk straight ahead. Next time I stop, I'll do another check on the distance covered so far. But I've pretty much stuck to Lakeshore the whole way. I took a little detour at Humber Bay Park. But we started in Port Credit and rode east along Lakeshore Road into Toronto and then continued along Lakeshore Boulevard. That's why I think it's silly that they call this a multi-use trail. There's Coronation Park. There's no softball going on there today. I guess it's kind of early. It's only 4:30. I used to play Insurance League softball here, and Tuesdays would have been one of the nights we'd be going. Hopefully that league is back up and running. There'd usually be like a 5 p.m. game and then a 6:30 game. Sometimes you'd have to play the later game, which I think would be 8. And we'd often just order a pizza out to the Diamond. I still have this in my Domino's app as a delivery location. There's the old Tip Top Taylor building on the left. And this stretch could really benefit from a separated sidewalk and trail here. It's always full of just people walking their dogs and bikes. There's just not a lot of room for everyone to share the space. See a super, I'm gonna pull over. The sun's a bit too bright, I can't really read it. Let's see what this is all about. Brad Palmer, $5. Keep it up. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for your support. It is much appreciated. We're trying to hit 75K on the stream, although I think we'll fall a bit short. I promised if we do, I'll do another bonus stream later. Of course, that will require me taking a shower to get rid of this awful helmet head. I've never been able to just wear a bike helmet, take it off, and not look like an idiot. On your left. Thank you. I don't have a bell on this bike yet. I just have a horn. So I'd rather just verbally let people know than blare a loud electric horn at them. Okay, let's see if the repairs to the trail, or the improvements as they call them, are completed. It said on the waterfront webpage they'd be done by June. We're now almost halfway into June. Last time I was through here on the weekend, they weren't done. Stop on red, and what do these people do? Susan, I am. All right, let's find out if the, all right, it's a green light. Of course, it changed right as I cleared the intersection. But the trail was closed just up ahead here, and the Rogers Center is open, or sorry, the Skydome. Ooh, I gotta rinse my mouth out with soap after saying that. The Dome is preparing for another Orioles beatdown. I think I shall put that on tonight. Here it says, cyclist detour, go left. The guy in front of me is holding the course. Where is that detour exactly? In the streetcar lanes? Is there a streetcar coming? No. The guy in front of me. All right. I guess we're being forced off to the side. At least it's nice and wide through here. But by June, my ass, they're not even close to being finished. Why would they do this during this time of year and not during the winter? Idiotic planning and execution by the city on this one. And we're at York Street. Tony's favorite coffee shop is closed. That's a shame.
That is something I would do though. Dumbass.
Almost everyone waited at the signal there. It's a borderline miracle. So coming up is Bay Street. Then after that is Young. Oh, I said I would check the mileage the next time I stop. Okay, I think I'm just going to go over to Sherburne and then we're going to head north. I have accomplished my goal of going from Port Credit in Mississauga to downtown. I don't know how much longer battery I have left on my streaming phone. But I need to make my way back up home and walk a dog, so that's the direction I'm going to head. Lisa said maybe I set the top. Maybe. I don't know. Stop signs when you're riding on a bike, I think it's safe to treat as yield signs. In fact, the stats show it's safe to treat as yield signs. But hard red lights are hard red lights. I always come to a stop. There's the Red Path Sugar Refinery on the right. And we're at Lower Jarvis. And there's Sugar Beach Inn on the right, and I went through there on my last e-scooter stream. So we'll hold off on that on this one. COVID Hippo says, Charlie, still with you? Yes, Charlie's owners are in their new home. But apparently it's quite a mess. There's some cabinets to go in and appliances to be fitted. So they're just going to finish the job over the next few days before Charlie moves back in. If Charlie's happy and comfortable, why force him out of the house until the new one is ready? He's already been with me for a month and a half. What's a few more days? At least we think he's happy. All right, here is Sherburne. Battery's at 40% on the streaming phone. How are we for distance-wise? Check out Strava. We are at 25 kilometers so far on the stream. So this is Lower Sherburne Street. It's on the east side of downtown. It's got a bike lane running up it. So I caught the 2:15 train and I left my house at 1:30 p.m. Maybe 3.5 hours later, I'll be home. And this is the Esplanade. And there's a bike lane here. Gaia says I need to fix the 24/7 stream. I might kill the 24/7 stream. Susan's at St. Lawrence Market. She's right around the corner from here. Very smart place to walk. This is Front Street. I should put it out of its misery. This is King Street East. So we're coming up upon Adelaide, then there'll be Richmond, then Queen, then Shooter, then Dundas. Coming up is Sherbourne and Queen, the future home of an Ontario Line subway station. It's always an interesting spot for people watching. Home Depot says sign a petition to shut down the 24/7 stream. Sanjay in Kingston is excited about 75,000. I think we're still about 22 subscribers away. Why are there they got out of the way at least. So we're at Shooter Street, going north up Sherbourne on the east side of downtown. I don't know what the point of a much slower person is doing by trying to like weasel in front of you at a light. Like, are they just saying, I want to be your obstacle? I always recognize someone faster, and I especially don't get in front of them and then go slow. Here's Dundas and Sherbourne. And there's a ghost wheelchair where someone who is well known to that area was unfortunately hit by a truck. And she had actually appeared in a number of my videos. It's always a sad reminder to see that. And the Kenny vs. Spenny house think is just here on the left. The guy just stepped into the bike lane for no reason. And we're at Gerrard Street East. We're firmly in Ken Continuum land. And the Allen Gardens is on the left. This guy's got one of those extended bikes in front of me. It's like a bike with another bike stuck on the back of it. It's pretty cool. And he's got that big flag. Makes it very visible. Dylan Reynolds is thinking of Jarvis. The St. Jamestown neighborhood is just up and on the right. We're heading up towards Bloor Street. Flashing crosswalk, nobody crossing, all good. And tomorrow's video starts just north of here. At least I think it's the video I'm going to put up on the channel for tomorrow. I've only got 2 videos in the bank. So maybe tomorrow I'll have to get out and make a couple. This is Howard Street. I think I'm going to go left on Bloor Street and then maybe head up through Mount Pleasant. We're gonna go left here. Look at a traffic jam. People sticking to the right. No, not gonna make it. Almost. Can I record myself playing ping pong on VR? I can. I have now been playing boxing a whole lot. That game is exhausting. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit my TV playing it. I've been playing a lot of boxing and a lot of bowling. Not so much ping pong and mini golf. But those are the 4 games that I bought for the Quest 2. But man, boxing is a workout. So this is the Rosedale Valley Ravine we're heading over. Now going north up Mount Pleasant. We've left downtown. I guess I should rename the stream from Port Credit to Midtown via downtown. That doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Mount Pleasant's usually a fun drive in the other direction because it's kind of, you're going downhill most of it and kind of winding through a bit of a valley. So that's fun in this direction. It's mostly uphill, but the e-bike certainly helps. Tangent, that's it. Thank you, Brad Palmer. I was trying to think of the name of it. Or is it called the tandem ride? I don't know. Definitely not whatever I called it. My battery meter has dropped down to 2 bars. I'm actually pedaling to give it a bit of a boost. You can probably see my handlebars rocking side to side a bit more. And we made it. We're at St. Clair. Today's video was from St. Clair down to Bloor. Let's see how we are for battery life. 27% on the iPhone. I guess the stream's over 2 hours now. Just a reminder, if we hit 75K, I'll do a bonus stream later. And if we don't, then I don't know. Not sure what that honking was all about. Maybe someone thought that car was slow to take advantage of the advanced green. That's Moore Avenue. And we have hit a good amount of traffic, it looks like. I keep hearing a helicopter buzzing overhead. Look at this traffic. This is the Mount Pleasant Village we're heading into. This is Davisville Avenue coming up. Stop for a cold one at Mario and Angelo's Bar. That's correct, Yogi. iPhone 12 to stream and a Galaxy S20 FE on the handlebars.
Is he? No, we're not talking.
Looks like we got some Cafe Tio sidewalk patio action just up ahead. Maybe this is going to require a new video through Mount Pleasant Village. Well, the patios are pretty nice up here. Might be worth my while to wander over here one night and grab a meal. And this is Sudan coming up. Alright, I'm not too far from home. I should have enough battery saved up to be able to get me there. I'm just thinking I probably should turn left on Sudan here. Oops. Coming up to the intersection of Mount Pleasant and Eglinton Avenue East. Future home of the Mount Pleasant LRT station. And present zoo of construction. No left or right turns here, you gotta go straight. Blatant red light running by those last few cars to clear the intersection. So we're gonna go left here at Broadway. Look at that, an advanced green. And I'm not gonna make it. Oh, are you seriously going? There's a red light runner for you. So this is Broadway, which used to be a two-way street. Last year they flipped it into a one-way. So I guess this is not a four-way stop anymore, since traffic is only one way. It's technically a three-way stop. I'll pull up the final stats on the ride in a moment. Let me just get to the other side of Yonge Street. It's the North Toronto Collegiate Institute on the left. And there's a really nice Italian restaurant just up here on the right called Sip Wine Bar. It is very reasonably priced and quite good. They've got a neat outdoor patio space as well. There it is, just on the right. Why is that car not signaling its turn? Oh well. All right, let's see how we did. We are at 74,985, 15 more subscribers to go. And the ride stats, where's Strava? So we did 33.88 kilometers here on this one. So a pretty good ride. We're going to end it. Yoink. Average speed 15.5 kilometers, 2 hours and 10 minutes riding time, and 33.88 kilometers. So I've got that ride saved. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thanks to our mods, thanks to our channel members, Patreon supporters. Everyone hit like and subscribe, or who did. Yada yada. And our super chatters, of course. Thank you so much for your support there. I'm gonna go take a shower and walk a dog. I hope you guys have a great evening, and if we do hit 75,000 within the next maybe hour or so, I will very strongly consider doing another live stream tonight. All right, guys, enjoy your Tuesday evenings. Thank you for watching, and I shall catch you on the next one.